Today I'm going to talk about 5 things that I'm going to do this year. I know what you're thinking. Only 5? I can do 5 things. I'll probably do more than 5. Of course, right? I'm going to try that one more time. Today, I'm going to tell you about 5 big things that I'm going to do this year. Sounds better if it's big, right? I think it's better. It's always better if it's big. Wait, hold up. Before I do that, some people have told me to be sure that I tell a story. I'm going to share a story about what happened this last week. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but I had a root canal. That's right. They went in my tooth with a drill. Now, I've never experienced anything like this before. I've never had any kind of mouth surgery or any drilling in my teeth, so I really had no idea what to expect. Whole new experience for me. Yeah, interesting, right? Oh yeah, let's hear about that. Let me tell you about that. It was interesting. I was excited. I psyched myself up to be excited, but I was excited. Drive to the dentist, sit in the parking lot about 20 minutes early because I'm that excited. I'm totally stoked, totally stoked. So I go in early, and there's not very many people there, so actually they can see me early. So I'm like, great, let's get the show on the road. They take me in not long before I have to sign some paperwork. Now, I don't know if you've done this recently, but there's a lot of paperwork you have to sign before they can do any kind of drilling on your teeth. And this kind of makes me a little bit nervous. They, of course, tell you all the bad things that can happen and all the things that you need to be aware of. Your tooth chipping, gums ripping, tools breaking, exploding, nerves burning, things falling off, your tooth exploding, impacted something, blood, death, despair. My heart just fills with gratuitous amounts of fear. Anyways, this is probably like a 2% chance that any of these things will happen, right? So I ask, what are the odds that anything like this will happen? And the dentist, I kid you not, looks at the x-ray and says, oh, well, this looks really simple, really easy. Simple, easy, normal procedure, nothing crazy. Probably about 85% chance of success. That's good. That makes me feel all warm and cozy inside. 85% chance of success? I feel like that's like if you went and got new tires on your vehicle and you said, what's the likelihood that I'll get home? I'll bet 85%. Yeah, we'll give you new tires, 85%. That's like going to a restaurant and getting food and saying, what's the odds that I'll get sick? Probably about 85% chance. You'll be okay. 85% chance, not a big deal. We serve people every day. You might get sick, you might die, we don't know. In all fairness, this dentist has done this many times, and I trust her completely. But I was a little nervous. Definitely a little nervous. So after signing my life away and laying back in a seat, which I later realized wasn't even in the reclined position yet, they decide to numb me. Now, it's been a while since I've gotten any kind of shots in my mouth. I actually don't remember ever having a shot in my mouth. But I figure, okay, I've had shots before. Go ahead, stick me with a needle. Or 5. The feeling that you get in your mouth just to get the numbing sensation before the real pain comes is fairly excruciating. I had no idea it was going to be like a hot poker going to the roof of my mouth. It was crazy. I'm pretty sure I cried a little bit. I'm pretty sure like a tear went down my eye as I tried to not slam my mouth shut on that needle. Anyways, moving on. Now that my mouth is dumb, the dentist decides to play, let's see how many tools we can stick in Brooke's mouth today. I'm pretty sure I lost. It gets even better because before you know it, her assistant wheels over and she decides to join in the fun. So even more tools and equipment jammed in my mouth. Right before they start, like actually doing the work, I have no idea how long this is supposed to take. So I ask them, about what's the time frame look for something like this? 20, 30 minutes? Oh no, not even close. It's probably going to take about 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours? 2 hours? 2 hours? As they get going, I actually don't feel anything, but there's this really awkward nail on a chalkboard kind of sound drilling into my mouth, taking over my brain, and you get this interesting vibration sensation of where everything is consistently moving as you're trying to just not go crazy. It was tough. It was rough. I didn't know what to expect. I expected not that. I'm kind of blowing it out of proportion a little bit, I think. But when all was said and done, I realized my mouth didn't feel that bad, and I just had a little bit of bruising on my gums. Like, it was just a little sore. I didn't have any pain the next morning. Like, it was actually really good. And so I want to give a shout out to Katie at Happy Tooth, because that was pretty awesome. Great job. Okay, so the important thing, the 5 things I'm going to do this year, in no particular order, but I did honestly make this list and wrote down a series of steps on how I'm going to make this happen. Number 1, get an employee. Brooks Digital's been running with just me for 15 years. I think it's time I get someone to get in here and help me out, right? I need someone to help me out. So I'm going to hire someone this year to do just that. Number 2 is spend more time with friends and family. Now, I feel like I spend time with my family, but I also feel like I could spend more time with my family. Between church and work and clients and projects and everything that I always seem to line up in my week, I feel like I'm missing out on some of the time at home. So this year, I'm gonna spend more time with family. Number 3, upgrade my equipment, specifically camera equipment, specifically new camera, specifically, because I've used this camera for many years. It's worked great, but I think it's time for me to get into the 4K realm of HD and like do something cool with some high resolution video, and who knows what's gonna happen as that happens. Number 5, which is actually kind of the most important, I would say, but connect with more people. Businesses, colleagues, clients, friends, family. I want to connect with people on a more personal level. This is one of the reasons I decided to start this whole YouTube thing, is I want to be able to connect with people and hear from them more often. What easier way to do that than with video? I want people to be able to get to know me, and I want to be able to get to know more people than I did in 2017. Now, it's not about a number, but it's about a relationship. I want to connect with people on a personal level and be able to get to know them and know their hopes and their dreams and their aspirations more than ever before. Why? Because I know 2018 is going to be great for more people than just me. It's going to be amazing. And I want to hear those stories. I want to be a part of those stories. I want to hear people's wins in their life and in their business. And I want to hear about miracles and life change and everything that goes on throughout the year from different people, because that's what excites me. That's what gets me going. And I think this year is going to turn out so great for so many people. I want to feature some of that stuff here on my channel. Well, if you missed my last video, you can catch that. It was kind of a mess, but that's all for today. And if you want to keep updated with all the stuff that I'm doing here, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to try to keep these shorter next time. Not exactly sure how, but I'm going to try to keep these shorter. Thanks for listening though, all the way through. Owe you one. Or 2. Did you watch the last one?